The specification for the software system is one of the most important documents to connect the customer and the engineering team. The customer uses the specification to really capture what they want the system to do up front. What behaviors do they want it to have? What properties should the system exhibit? The engineering team interprets this document from the customer to come up with their designs and implementation to support the features that are requested by the customer. So if the customer writes down the wrong features, right? If their specification is incorrect, the development team is going to go and build the wrong product. At the same time, if the development team just interprets that specification incorrectly, they will also go and build the wrong product. So this is one reason why we see a lot of these agile methodologies where there's a tight iteration between the customer and the client as the product's being built. This gives the development team an opportunity to go back and check with the customer and make sure that they're on the same page once they start to build things. Because one important thing to keep in mind about a software specification is that it's obviously an abstraction of what the system will end up being at the end. And this is important because once the developers go and come up with a design and start implementing the system and get down to the lower level details, they'll end up figuring out things. They'll realize that there are problems with the initial specification. So it's often the case that once you drill down through all the details, you'll realize that there are mistakes in the spec that end up being really problematic in practice. They are often things that you couldn't actually have figured out in advance. And this is from the nature of the specification itself being an abstract document compared to the incredibly concrete implementation that you'll end up building at the end of the development process.